All right, so this is Dave Franklin. He owns the Yellow Fever AMX. Can you tell us a little bit about this thing, Dave? What do you think?
It's a 1969 AMX. I blew the engine in it 2 years ago. I got the car out of Canada. I had to go to Albany, New York to pick it up.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right across the
Yeah.
border, and I trailered it all the way back. And then the guy that owned it, his dad owned an AMC dealership back in the day. And so it was a race car when I got it. It's got a 4.9-inch rim in it. And it ran 980s when I got it, 135.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I blew the engine. It had some cheap Chinese rods in it. which I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know.
Everybody loves Chinesium.
So anyway, I rebuilt the engine and put a billet crank, billet rods. It's what they call a service block. So I underbored it because they run hot, and then I stroked it a quarter of an inch, so it makes 421 cubic inches. Dynoed almost 700 horsepower.
Well, it's healthy then.
Single 4-barrel.
So it's probably going to run faster than 980s now. Does that
Yeah,
mean?
I think so. Yeah.
So that means can't you slow it down now because you're trying to run what, a 10.0 with it, or what's your plan
No, I
there?
don't have to run a 10.0.
Okay. Oh, because you're.
975 is fine.
Oh, that's right. Because you're on the 0.5, right, or 0.05s.
Well, quarter miles, quarter second increments.
Gotcha.
1/10 increments in the eighth mile.
Gotcha.
And then I run with the super stock guys in American Nostalgia West. We run in Las Vegas, and I've run all the way back to Denver. I've been all the way to Columbus, Ohio, and all around the country and ran. But luckily, because of the fuel prices, we're kind of stuck in California. So,
Yeah, well, that happens, right?
But Verona, and we got 3 races coming up in Verona, and then we're going to go to California Hot Rubber Union. We've ran that for 23 years now.
Awesome.
And we just ran Vegas about a month ago.
Love it.
And so, of course, I didn't get to take this one, but this will be the first time out. I'm going to try to, I might even take it out tomorrow or Sunday.
So, and this is cool. So we got the sliders on now. We just did a little tranny cross member. I know that we're going to have to come back and do the oil pan or the oil retention device. So you don't have to deal with that. But this is a cool car. And on leaf springs, which is what everybody's after at this point in time.
Single 4-barrel.
Oh, yeah. Can we check that out?
I've got a think the AMC was really ahead of their time whenever they built all this stuff. It's
See, this is cool. This is era correct stuff. Well, is it era correct though with the Indy heads, or is that what's the timeline on that?
well, the heads are Indy correct, other than they're just aluminum.
Gotcha.
Got the same exhaust and everything as the AMC. They're just aluminum instead of steel, cast iron.
So I was actually wondering too, the BFX versus the AFX. That's small block versus big block,
Right.
Right. So this would be a BFX car technically.
No, it's a big block. It's
Oh,
the
it's a
only
big block.
It's the only block they had.
Oh, so it's classified as a big block. See, I was wrong. The other video, somebody's going to call me out, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So,
like I said, it's the only block they had.
gotcha. Well, that
So-
makes sense.
This was a service block, and what happens, they're very hard to find. The dealers, the AMC sent them out to dealers to replace engines that were hurt, and they are not bored. They're just underboard at like a 340 or something.
Oh, okay.
So they're not bored out at all.
Gotcha.
So I was lucky to find this one that hasn't been bored.
Gotcha.
And they got thicker main webs, and I put 4-bolt main caps in it, billet main caps. Had Moldex build a billet crank for it. Got Cryer billet rods in it.
For anybody that doesn't know Dave, he is a ridiculous machinist. If you ever need something wire EDM'd or just some silly thing that you don't know how to do, Dave knows how to do it. I promise you that. He's been helping us for a long, long time. Well, Dave, I appreciate your time.
The interior's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Kind of simple, kind of easy, kind of race car. Oh, this just seems very un-Dave-like. You don't have that carpet finished up over there.
Well, I got to put the console in.
Oh, see?
The console
See,
goes in there. and
See him
covers
just
all
ruining
that.
the video.
I just wired the computer in there. You see the,
Yeah, that's right. You were talking about doing all that.
It's right behind on the floor that back there. See it, the Computech?
Oh, we got data logging.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're going to be able to make this thing fast. This is going to be good. Fast and consistent is what it's about. You got to run on the increment, so.
Yeah, it's a really neat car to drive. It really handles well. The whole front end's been changed out, the whole back end.
I remember that. We kind of made a little header adjustment and some other stuff like
Yeah.
that, so.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice little car. It's, I like it a lot. Same color as my Galaxy.
That's probably why you have it,
Use
I'm
the
sure.
same touch-up paint.
All right, Dave. Well, I appreciate the interview, and I'm going to post this thing on YouTube and kind of start this up a little bit because we play with a lot of race cars, and I would like to share some of the cool stuff we get to work on. So thanks, guys, and check it out.